it's Carl, your everyday mystic. Today, let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about those relationships where you feel like you might be stuck. Have you ever been in a relationship and it just seems like it's a repeat of a relationship that you had before? It's a different person, but it's the same set of circumstances, the same problems, the same overall overarching negatives that keep on popping up? Well, if that's true, then you are experiencing, my friend, what is commonly called karma. Karma is not the revenge thing that everybody thinks it is. We'd like it to be revenge because we want people to learn their lesson. Karma is just the lesson, and it'll keep on coming at you until you learn it. So in relationships, your karma is the pieces of your relationship you need to address so that you can put them to bed. If there's a negative and it keeps on appearing, relationship after relationship, failed relationship after failed relationship, then you have to ask yourself the 5 W's: the who, what, when, where, and why. I like to start with why. If you can find the why of any situation, that's the underpinning of everything in life. Why? So why are you behaving this way? Why is it repeating? Why is it happening? Why isn't it getting better? After all, it's a new person. It's a new face, but it's the same problems. So there's your why. Find out your why. Once you find out your why, you've got what, or more accurately, what now. And that covers when, now. So we've got why did it need to be changed, and now what. Once we've got those two out of the way, we're at least clearing the decks to say, I need to make changes. When? Now. Where? In my life, in my interpersonal relationships, in my personal space. Who? Who is even simpler. Who is me? But who is also, who can I ask for help? So, use your 5 W's. Improve that situation. Learn your karma. The same goes for if you're an anxious person in everyday life. If you have anxiety walking around with you in everyday life, you've got to ask yourself why. You've got to find out what is it that underpins how you feel about life and yourself that creates anxiety in you. And then go through your steps. Your what, your when, all the rest of it. It's not easy. Don't do it without help. You'll make a lot of mistakes. I did it without help. And then discovered I needed help, lots of help. And that's when I started asking people for help. The greatest admission the addict can ever make is that they are an addict and they require help, that they cannot do things themselves. Now, addiction doesn't just mean drugs or alcohol or anything else. You can be addicted to a way of living. And until you are brave enough to stand up and say, I need help, I am not in control of myself, then you will not be able to get help. But as soon as you are self-aware enough to understand that you're not in control of yourself, that's when you're starting to help yourself. And that is when you are fulfilling your karma, you are learning your lesson. That's important. So no matter what it is that you feel is out of whack, out of kilter, imbalanced in your life, start asking the questions. Start at the start. Why? why underpins everything. Why do I behave this way? Why do I get into these situations? Why do I feel the way I feel? And they get help with the answers. And in doing all that, you're going to become more self aware. You're going to put the lessons to bed. And don't worry, there will be new ones. There are always new ones. It's the funny thing about being a human being. It's a learning process right up until the day you shuffle off this mortal coil. Now, have a good day, peeps. I'll talk to you next time.